just want to wish you all a wonderful day. I've decided to run for mayor of this fine town, and I know with the support of my constituents that I know that we can take this old dusted town and we're gonna find gold. See, AU,
Yeah.
etc.
Well, once you get that.
This is Eric Shaw with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me at Mr. Brian Sturges. You follow at Cliff Beach Music. You follow at Black Cliff Beach. You follow at Timothy All Music. You follow at Timothy All _. Yeah, baby.
That was well executed.
Yeah, I don't have a beer in my hand today, so this is
Did it?
But I do have a Signature Select iced tea mix in a cup.
Signature Select.
Hey, that's what I'm drinking.
I'm gonna get a beer then. Hold on.
Wait, is he breaking the rules? And he's wearing shorts.
I wear short pants too. Don't tell.
Same here.
See, look. If you look at this light, you can see the. See, I didn't. See, I
No
don't
cover up.
But where's my makeup person? Why has no one shaved this? What are you drinking, buddy?
Oh, I am. I'm drinking a delightful micro brew by the wonderful makers of Athletic Brewing Company.
Oh.
You can drink non-alcoholic beer without compromise.
So just the
On
bad
taste.
taste. I get it.
No, it's actually quite good.
Oh, okay.
And they try to remove the gluten, but it's still not gluten free. It's almost
God damn it, boys! You couldn't get it done.
almost gluten free. It's like our process is to remove gluten, but we didn't. That's what the can said physically on there.
But
We
just
tried our
couldn't
best.
do it.
We tried.
You know.
It was like, you know what? No one would have known. You could have said nothing, but they called it out. So that must be important.
How long have you been sober now?
I have been sober 2.5 years. However many days. If I was a real chip person, I would know the days, the months, the weeks, the hours.
Yeah, the seconds.
Jones and, you know.
Yeah. So what have you replaced with alcohol? Like,
Well,
are you like cutting your inner thigh? Like what? Like,
Jeez.
what? Yeah, is that what it is? Oh well, then God bless it. Oh, I like this Cliff Beach. Can I say it? Like I really like this Cliff Beach, the best of all Cliff Beaches that I have met and conversed with. Is that non-alcoholic too?
It's real shit.
But it's non-alcoholic.
It's not alcoholic though, for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, well, is it party time? Is it party time, USA? I don't.
It's like Chappelle on Actor Studio.
You know, I was a pimp.
The old Lipton.
Shuck it hard, Trebek.
Yes. Well, I guess let's. You know what? We're gonna wing a theme. The theme will be substances, since we've started, right? And well, death is imminent. First, so we'll talk about that another. Okay, so you've been sober 2.5 years, but you're on the. I think P. Diddy calls it chronic. Is that what it is?
I believe we say jazz cigarettes.
Yeah,
Geez.
The old jazz cigarettes.
The old flat fives.
The old propaganda films. What was it? Reefer Madness style.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Everybody plays jazz.
We just
What'd
go
you do,
crazy
Johnny? I gave her
about
my
it.
251. See? Yeah. She was swinging. See? She was swinging left, right. It was like a pendulum of. It was like I was watching a grandmother clock, but they had two of those pendulum.
Oh, jeez.
Which is the pendulette, Gillette razors, the best a man can get, which is gendered language. So, up your nose with a rubber hose, Gillette.com/UNT for 5% off a coupon code. Also, shout out we're gonna get a Hazy Fox shout out. Hazy Fox sent us a series of
He did.
of perhaps non-copyrightable material in which you'll hear one tagged at the end of this.
We're back.
Saturdays 2 p.m. baby. They had me in YouTube jail, which as a white man, is as close to prison as I'll ever get, unless it's tax fraud, and then it's pretty much backgammon in Connecticut. Be like, oh, did you? I held my future short. Substances. So, why'd you quit drinking?
Oh God.
I mean, is it when you impregnated your one girl, and then you're like, I don't want it. And you
Oh no.
and you hit it, and you kicked her in that stomach like the Alec Baldwin movie, The Cooler. But spoiler,
It's all good.
she was faking it. Okay. Now,
Oh,
if
I
you haven't
remember.
seen the movie The Cooler, you've had 18 years, so I'm gonna let it go. But at first, Alec Baldwin didn't want to do it because he didn't want to be perceived as a gentleman who could hurt someone. Unfortunately, yes, as time has gone on, shooter,
That was an accident.
that was
True.
it? Or
But-
was it the greatest PR stunt in Hollywood history? You'll find out some guy sitting in a room with oak desk as all would and be like, you know why you can get some press? No one really cares about cinematographers. Now, I did the same thing with Brandon Lee's.
Oh no. In reverse.
Except I didn't. I was also drinking and substances at the time and did not understand what he wanted. Also, I was dating Phil Hartman's wife at the time. Okay, these are all 20 years old. So
Yeah.
you know you can't be that mad.
No.
You know, of course, Phil Hartman Cadillac, Missoula, Missouri. Go to Chevrolet. Go to Chevrolet.unt.
/ I like
So,
this one.
so what's up with the quitting? Why? It used to be like fun, man.
It was. It is. I miss it every day, but you just have to. You have to do other things. I passed the 27 club, so I didn't die early enough. So now I'm trying to live. Like,
You
that's-
wish you died the 27 Club.
wish.
Please.
Yeah, I should have at 26 been like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the final tour. Get the album while you can. So yeah, that's the thing. It's just,
I still have about 250 of them if anybody wants one.
oh my God, yes. I also have buckets of them.
You know what? Comment with your mailing address below.
They make good coasters. They make
we-
excellent coasters.
Did you get a DUI? What's the real story?
No,
What?
I did have an IUD, but
Yeah,
still pregnant.
I got
Anyway.
one at UCLA. What was there a particular traumatic event that we can use for views?
You mean like rock
No.
bottom?
like you didn't like Bruce Jenner it? Not
No.
not that part, but
Kill somebody with a car.
Matthew Broderick. Let's list people who have killed people. Thank you, Matthew Broderick. Right?
For sure.
You took a left. You never take a left. Who else? You got who else there? James Dean. That didn't work out for him. That Fast and the Furious kid, which is kind of an ironic ending.
Yeah.
David Foster. He wasn't drunk though, but
Who
Wallace?
else? Let's go. It's really going down.
he did hit Ben Vereen. Mm.
Oh, is that what it was? Chicken George?
Yeah. Chicken George. He was like, "Oh my God, I just hit a random black
Chicken
guy."
George.
He was Chicken George.
Is that what happened? No, that's Kuja Kinte, who like half the foot was gone. It was like,
Yeah. Well, it wasn't always gone. Just halfway through the movie.
Yeah. I think we should all live stream Roots.
Oh no.
We should. Roots.
Yeah, Roots. No, but with the root. Oh my God. There's one. The Roots. Watch Roots. Come on, content. Come on, Jimmy Fallon, with your pretending you like things. Like now that man, if I had to speculate, goes home. Like he has to. Thanks for having me on your program. But I would imagine that he's got a dark side. You know, he's down there in his pool room. He's
Wrapping up the old
I
rubber
don't know.
tubing. Yeah.
Fixing a pool heater, whatever you call it. But he's down there doing nefarious things. There's no way you spend your whole life pretending you're happy and you don't go home and be like,
Drown it out.
I'll never be Carson. Okay. First of all, when you can start smoking on air again, how great would that be? Let's bring it back. The audience members, what's a little bit of cancer to be around the stars that you love?
Yeah, that's a small
Come
price
to
pay.
NBC. So there was no thing. There was no DUI, no arrest, no accident,
No. No, there's nothing. Just some health stuff, and it was a turning point. You reach this fork in the road in life where you're like, either I will, right?
I heard fork. Sorry, I got excited.
Yum. Spork. It's like spooning, but with a little bit extra. Oh well, don't tempt me with a good time. But yeah, anyway, after the fork in the road, basically it was like either I was going to drink myself to oblivion or stop. So I decided to stop. Which
we all
was the
make poor
hardest
life choices.
This is true. I mean, there's other choices to make.
Now, let me ask you this: would you start drinking and doing heavy drugs? I mean, if that landed you a Grammy, would you completely, if the publicist said, listen, we're going to, because it's all make believe, we're going to get you a Grammy, but here's the thing. We need a little bit of press. So if you could get drunk, maybe hit a valet.
Yeah.
And
you need a comeback story. So you got to go bottom.
Right. So
we're going to build you up.
Yeah. We need that photo. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say, well, whatever you do, you have to be specific. Just make sure that whatever you're going to get for what you have to do, you actually get exactly what you want. Because sometimes you
get what you need.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you think you're going to get it. Like for instance, I had this thing where I'm like, I've worked years to get this thing and then I finally got it and it just was not what I expected. Like there was all this other work and BS and other stuff that I didn't know was wrapped in that.
Right. Yeah. What's behind the curtain, right? Oz.
Yeah.
You don't know what's
exactly. Up. You can't have success without sex. Can't have happiness without penis.
So are you happier that you're sober? Do you actually feel healthier, or do you miss it?
I miss it. I'm pretty sure I am healthier. Not as healthy as I could be, but healthier than I was, which is not a testament to any one thing.
Well, I'm glad. I keep noticing how unattractive I look. I keep things that I just.
Well, you get that rowdy.
When you're like, I'll do this tomorrow, and then weeks. It's just, I just got a good look of there's a lot of things happening. Some days you look better than I finished all those beers.
Did you really? I guess it's better. I spend a little bit.
But you finished something.
Yeah.
It counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
Well, yeah.
And that's
I have
why
not sent in my mail and rebate. I need to. I probably just screwed myself. I'm probably back to 80 cents a can.
Yep. Damn.
What about you, Tim Hall? You seem like no one ever offers you a joint. Right? You look like a guy no one says, here's this bale of cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not been offered cocaine. For sure, joints and what have you. And, bowls of sweet Mary Jane.
What's the most messed up you've ever gotten, Tim Hall?
Probably on acid. I would say for sure on acid.
Well, this story certainly took an interesting turn. Let's focus on the acid. Were you Johnny Depp in it? Were you Las Vegas in?
Yeah, I was in the depths of an ether binge. No, I was. I briefly, when I was about 17,
in the 90s.
I was trying some stuff out. Yeah, in the 90s. So, acid is. I don't know if it still is cheap, but it's super cheap. It was $5 for a little square.
It's like the Norm Macdonald bit.
Yeah. So
more big horse shit from the big acid industry, right?
I did that couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and they said they successfully got worse and worse as they went along.
Did
So
you see like dwarfs fighting orcs?
so I remember one time I was out in the downtown area of my town, which is it's just a blinking red light, at a crossroads. But I was there skateboarding, and I'd taken some acid, and we were waiting. It was called Lady Fingers, I think is what, or Lady Face,
Ooh.
Lady Face. I took it in the pizza place, and then I was waiting, your half hour, and somewhere in that half hour, I was like, I don't really want to be on acid, but at that point, you're
Right,
you're in for the
pepperonis
ride.
are coming to life.
So I remember I was just like pushing the skateboard around, like just mindlessly, like pushing it. And then these people were like, "Hey, man, get that beer can," because they knew. And there was no beer can. So I was like pulling my hair out trying to find this beer can. I mean, it was rough. And then I broke up with my girlfriend at the time.
On acid, you're like,
Yeah.
this shit ain't working.
Yeah. Well, I think she was like, I think I saw her kissing another guy or something. It was like, a real
An
offense.
entanglement.
Yeah, an entanglement.
You
But
saw
then-
it at that time
Yeah.
in real time?
Yeah, in real time.
Oh, okay.
So then,
While you were on acid, you
Yeah.
saw your girlfriend making out with another guy.
well, yeah. I mean, making out is a strong word.
Yeah,
I feel like a kiss happened,
right.
and I might have been just, But anyways,
acid.
I put an end to it. Right, feeling great.
Put your foot down. You're like, we're done.
Yeah, golf.
You put the water heater in.
Yeah. You want a hole in the wall? So I then I had to go home.
No, that's your next mug.
Yeah.
Do you want a hole in the wall?
I'll show you a hole in the wall. Yeah. So so I went back home, and acid just lasts forever and ever. So there was not going to be any sleep had that night. So, and I had taken it, I didn't take it in the morning or anything. This is the evening.
Right.
So I just laid there in my bed, and like I remember looking over at my dog who was snoozing nearby. I slept on the floor, like
How
I just
weird
had
is
a
this about to
mattress,
get?
and I just remember seeing like this, it was like of the dog, or I would look at the plaster of the wall, and I would see like just sort of movement,
Hands
really.
like a Ghostbusters through the wall.
Nothing very vivid, but just like things. And I don't think I was able to do it too many times after that one. That was for sure tracers. If you just do this, you get the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there, delayed.
yeah. But it was
Yeah.
fairly traumatic experience
It can be.
in general.
When you broke up with a girlfriend, though, what did you say? Hit the streets,
Probably
your
something
ass is
wimpy.
grass. Like,
I don't care if you're carrying my baby. And he punched me.
Yeah, I mule kicked her. Yeah,
donkey kick.
yeah, that's it.
It's
That's
funny
it.
because they're taking away women's rights like like they're grounded. You don't get an abortion anymore because
Yeah.
I'm an old white man and I
You
have
threw-
to go.
I know better.
Yeah, I
Do
know
your-
better than what you do with your body.
Through your friendship ring.
Yeah, take it.
Take
back.
that.
How did I do it? I was probably just a lot of accusations, and then I was like, this,
Yeah.
and I'll beat that up.
Well, I was, as you know, I was out in the old West, see,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going from Appalachia to Colorado Springs.
Oh.
And I heard there was gold out, and so I took my steed and I rode on.
Bessie.
I'm Bessie. Isn't the steed a male? Male. But the horse does not identify. The horse identifies as a unicorn.
They don't care. Yeah.
And I felt that I should dress it up as a unicorn because the horse knew better. So I went out and I bought a magical cone of love and hope, and I scotch taped it to Bessie, and I rode her / him / they down through Pueblo, up through Colorado Springs, and then over to Las Vegas, New Mexico, in which there was dust. Now, as you can imagine, after a long journey of riding my magical unicorn into the west, and I went into the saloon, I got some looks. Because these men were hard boiled. They were gristle. You know, they had actually better facial hair than here. But just go with it. This is. And I said, give me one of those full alcoholic sarsaparillas. And they slid it down, and I caught it. But the foam kept going and landed onto someone called Big Black Bart. Now they call that was because of his hat. Don't make it weird. Big Black Bart. He was 7'9" if he was an inch. And he came over to me and he took his 2 palms and squeezed my head. And said, "This is my favorite big black hat." And he says, "There's only one way for me to forgive you. Drinking contest."
Yeah.
And he says, "All right, let's undress."
Yes. You do. Yeah.
Show me where to cut.
Yeah. What was weird is he was like, "Are you into leather?" So I thought,
way of life.
I thought he was trying to sell me saddle gear, but it turns out that he wanted to go on a 1880s gay cruise. It was a gay riverboat cruise.
Yes.
What's going on over there? Don't worry about it.
The wheel's going. Don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, I would say, listen, I mean, drinking, I got to tell you, I'm clearly an alcoholic. I clearly have a problem. And I go in and out. I mean, I finish those beers. I mean, if you do, I don't want to know. I'm out.
Oh, if you do the math.
I don't want to do the math. But I tell you, I don't know. Probably the biggest fights I've gotten into, in relationships, if there's alcohol involved, it's always more dramatic than it needs to be.
Yeah.
But of course, I was accused of moving what was referred to as 1.2 kilos of Bolivian yaya.
Oh, a little yaya sisterhood.
And
traveling past.
Yeah, I put it in a little Adidas gym bag. And I was
that wasn't suspicious because you don't go to gym.
Yeah, that's true. I could keep going with the story, but basically,
put it in a peanut brittle, something you use every day.
That's where they are. The wife started to put my medicine in the beer. She takes this as a syringe.
Yeah.
Now, I would never teach this, but basically, if you could find antifreeze before 1976, it's odorless and tasteless. So
is it sweet? A little sweet.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, they made it sweeter. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Because so many wives got around with oh, well, what happened to Dan?
I don't know.
He was out messing around with his model train set. I thought I married a man. All right, I should have married Dunn Hemming. You know what I mean? He owns
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
What was it? What was it? Phil Missoula's? No, Missoula, Montana. It was GMC's Hannah Montana's GMC Sahara.
Yep.
This episode has really gotten away from me. The other thing, by the way, I'd like to point out that I feel like I've been bitching a lot on the show and crankiness. And
that was the show.
And then I come across as perhaps, I worry that I come across like a
hard boiled.
Not hard boiled, but conceited, or thinking that I'm better than other people. I hope, and I guess I worry about that because I don't think I'm better than.
That's Hollywood, baby.
Some people, we can agree that there are some people that I'm better than, but I don't know.
We don't need to list
because I say
it.
things as though I know what I'm talking about. But if I knew what I was talking about, look at the count. Look at the number. There's nothing here that should be. Yeah. Sorry. Maybe everyone knew. maybe everyone had the foresight in which I did not to see that this whole thing is a JOC. My C.
Oh,
Jerk
okay,
off
yes.
my.
Yeah.
So I was doing some real estate, and I met this guy, and he said it was a big fat person. He took the property over from, and he said, I think I want to sell my house. So, right, so I went over. Right, I put on a nice Brooks Brothers seersucker suit.
Oh,
And I went all the way out to I think Cleveland or wherever it was, and I went. And when I went to the door, there were all these like cocoon flies that felt like were just hanging on the wall. He's like, "Come on in. I'd like to sell the place." So I went, "All right, nice, good to see you." So I go in, and I just hear like this little dog barking. It's like this little white poodle, and it's yapping, and it's yapping, and it's yapping. And I'm like, "Shut the dog up, dog." Poodles are stupid. And I was like, "We'd like to see the basement." And he said, "I can't show you the basement right now."
Oh, no.
But I said, but my clients are interested specifically making sure you have a water well. Do you have a well down there? I have a well. Can I see the well? Now it's not really this is a terrible voice. No, it's not really good. Come on, Tim. Now it's not really a good time for me.
So yeah, of course. He's got that well down there. Yeah.
So anyway, next thing I know, he gets shot by this
Yeah, FBI
some
agent.
broad over
Yeah.
at Quantico. And he also never returned my night vision goggles, which I think is bullshit. And then, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
those
want to
things
get
are
into it.
pricey. Yeah.
But I lost the listening.
Okay.
Well, that's the moral of that story.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
TikTok.
This is dancing time. Man, look how skinny that guy is. And
Ibit.
go.
Okay.
I thought he was like so skinny he was gonna slip through the crack.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Jump.
Just like a cartoon, just right down there.
Oh.
Yeah. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
He's using his iPhone to
Probably not that
wear-
safe.
Yeah. I don't know if that was worth showing. Sometimes I save them for me. Like, again, you see,
just getting some ideas.
If I went through these, I give them like 30 to upload, but then we only play 5 or 6, but I don't tell them what 5 or 6 to play. So a lot of these are, sometimes I just save them to show you.
This one seems fairly grim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this.
Should we not even start?
So,
this
so
one?
we'll play it. This is crime scene cleanup of a body that
there's no hair on.
decomposed.
Why is this on TikTok?
It's beautiful. You wouldn't know somebody rotted away for 90 days?
Why is that music so happy? Like someone has
know.
just been murdered.
It was kind of inspirational, the music.
It was.
Because it was selling his services. He's like, I don't care how long that body's been rotting in the corner. We can do anything.
Oh, boy.
Come to Gary's Body Cleanup / UNT for a 5% off coupon code.
1-800-92-GOT-ROT. You know, like,
Jeez.
get it out of there.
I like this one.
This is for Tim. I know what Tim likes.
He fell
Jeez.
down.
Jesus did not give him the warning.
Well, he's facing the wrong way.
That's true.
Jesus' eyes were towards the back.
Farted on you. I farted on you, Daddy. I farted on you,
This
Daddy.
is not worth showing. We
I
can skip
farted
this.
on you, Daddy. I farted on you, Daddy.
It kept escalating, though. I like that.
I was gonna check that kid off him, but
Oh yeah, I have the baby's a loaded weapon. I have a new thing where I go up, I grab her by the legs, and I put it in front of the lady's face, and I go, "Rah!" and I pop one out of her. It's like a little gun, a little fart gun, a little baby fart gun.
Oh, that's so sweet.
The state has some problems with it, but that's okay. Plus,
Yeah.
I have kind of too many alpacas per square
yeah.
feet, but we're not getting into the local legislation.
hit it.
I don't.
Happy Father's Day.
Maybe warm, wet, and wild.
Oh, I
What?
don't know.
Who would you send that to?
Yeah,
It's not to her father, is it?
I hope not.
Like,
Oh God, this guy's got
Every
two
once in a
chiclets
while,
for
my
two.
son does something to impress me. He moved the golf cart from right here so he could mow underneath it, which is pretty impressive. Look at this shit. He didn't mow the spot that he moved it to first.
those have to be fake. Because the
You
way
think so?
he's shooting it.
Oh, the teeth.
Right, that's what we're looking at, right?
Oh, I thought you were commenting on.
We were looking at the
mow
mowing.
job. The mow job.
No, put the teeth up. I think, are they fake? Because those are the
there's
widest
some.
teeth. I've never seen such a wide tooth.
They do look
But
like
see, they're discolored, though, a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think this is one of them joke 'em ups?
Yeah,
I think-
only because
I think his grandfather's a beaver.
They do. Like if you look at the bottom teeth, look how
They look
small they are.
legit though. Some people just have a horrible situation.
I've never seen a wider tooth in my life.
It
I'm not
does
body
look like
shaming.
a chiclet, or like an entire chiclet.
That's what I'm saying. Look like chiclets. Like the Dennis the Menace when Mr. Wilson had to put the two chiclets. Rest in peace, Walter Matthau.
Yeah, sorry, Walt.
Ouch.
Drop the knife now. Drop the knife.
Jeez.
Was she becoming aggressive? It didn't like
Just
she was
standing there
doing
with that
anything.
knife. She looked.
I mean, they didn't even give her a chance to drop it.
It was the. Could you play just the sound of the last? It was the sound. It was the. And I love they're like, they don't wait. They say the command and they shoot. Don't
Drop
move,
it,
shoot.
black. Like,
Right. There
thanks.
wasn't any time, but it's her. It's the vocal.
Oh yeah. She
Ah.
ululates.
Drop the knife.
I hope she's okay. I almost gave myself an aneurysm there.
It is nice to laugh at other people's pains. They're paying my entire entertainment. That's my
Well,
motto.
Well, if you put it that way, it sounds bad.
But it's amazing how these things just end up on. Like, man, you better watch what you do in the world.
I know you.
Someone getting tased is always funny.
20 plates of food right there. Big plate.
This ain't Cajun, damn it. This is Okeechobee.
This is where my wife is from. And if you see, it looks like he's using a latrine towel or trowel to stir whatever gator meat is in a pot with no
Plus
shirt.
beans. Yeah.
Don't be hating on squirrels too.
Oh, she rolling. Oh, shit. Oh, she better not run to that pole. Oh, I run to that pole.
I don't know what's happening.
This is what you need. You need a black person's commentary on things that happen.
That's why. That's
why you're here.
literally why you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, she's.
Don't do it. Don't do it. He did it. Oh,
You did it. Cliff, what do you think about Joe? What do you think about this comment?
Let me say one more thing.
So that's all I'm saying is that they're not just crazy people.
Okay. Here's the thing. Once black people get guns in this country, the gun laws will change. Trust me.
we need context, but was she saying that black people don't have guns?
No, she's saying if like a lot of
These school shooter types, these mass shooters were
that
black men. They're
that
not. They're
won't
they're
happen.
people who. They're if you look at they look exactly like my facial hair now.
Yeah.
Like this right here in casting is called the school shooter.
oh god.
No, yeah, it's true. It's just not the profile. Black people tend to shoot someone who has wronged them, like personally, like, or something. It usually isn't like,
Right.
let me kill a bunch of people who
Right.
I don't really know. But I don't know, any kind of generalization is not helpful because it's just so many like little pieces. It's not one thing you could do that's going to move the needle or change anything.
True.
Yeah, I think she was just saying that if the last mass shooting was a black guy, there would be like instantly take away the rights. But then it's like it's these old white men, NRA people who are keeping the laws. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. It's really about our culture because there are lots of countries where everybody can have a gun on their hip and they go through their life and it's all good, right? I mean, certain states like I don't know if it's I'm sure Texas or Oklahoma, but you can carry all day on your hip right there. Yeah. It's just the way it is.
While you're breastfeeding a baby.
But in other countries where guns, you can have all the guns you want. They don't have this. This mass thing is unique to the United States. Now, there's always going to be a bad apple. Things will always happen. But the numbers, there's something about our culture in which, for the number of guns out there, the number of, school shootings or whatever, bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you have a problem where I hurt and I want everyone else to hurt. That's basically the idea of going to shoot up everybody. It's like, I don't care who hurts. I want everybody to suffer because I'm suffering. Until you fix that, I mean, you can tell our society is a disrespectful society. You can tell by like how we look outside and there's trash like everywhere. Like other societies are clean. They respect nature and their area. They're like, we all have to live here and we care about like affecting other people. Yes, but America's not like
neighborhood pride.
Yeah.
But then the cycle, I don't know. It's all the money. But I don't think well, good thing the views on it. They'll figure it out for us. We're not gonna worry about it.
This actually makes me feel pretty good.
Now see, yeah.
I don't know.
Now see, you gotta cut the joy comment into that video. So when we see it, it's like, well, black people had guns.
Yeah. Oh well, I think when I saw that, I immediately thought of like you at Toastmasters or you like. Throw it back in a little bit. Housekeeper walking through a hotel room.
Please forgive me.
Only $10. I guess it was not that bad.
This is another episode of UnNecessary. I'm Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. Hey, listen, we're getting things going here. Talks will be ticked soon. We got graphics coming out of our bum. Thank you for a wonderful job. If you listen to this, I apologize. Timothy Hall Music, Black Cliff Beach Music. UnNecessary Talk Podcast. For Life Choices TV. Brian Sturges Comedy. Mm-hmm. Hustle and Flow. Book on Amazon. July 1st. Pre-order now.
Link in the description.
Cliff, give us the outro. I know you know what it is.
See you next Tuesday.
I look like an asshole.
And now for something completely different. Good Lord. I don't get lucky. I make my own luck.
Shut up!
Don't be a fuckwit. Cream cheese. An 8-ounce pipe.
I do not enjoy Daft Punk.
Absolute bellend. Excuse me, please. Oh, bollocks. I've got to stop swearing.
I would like to apologize for the rather poor taste of the previous item.
And there's a big crowd here today to see these prize idiots in action.
Tell me to fuck off. Absolute turd.
Something completely different.
A little fermented curd will do the trick. Excellent.
I think that's in very bad taste.
I want to buy some cheese. Hey, wait. I'm having one of those things. You know, a headache.